Welcome everyone back to the channel. My name is Mike, and today we're going to be playing Ashes Reborn Red Rains with the Spawn Shadowreck and one of the new Phoenixborn, Issa Brightmore. So let's go ahead and take a look at our new Phoenixborn. This is from the new Ashes Ascendancy set. We got Issa Brightmore, Phoenixborn of Emerita. Battlefield of 5, 18 hit points. That's a lot of hit points. Spellboard of 5. Inspiration is a side action. Exhaust it. Spend a gear. Draw 2 cards. Place an artifice die from your exhausted pool onto a card you control. That's going to be a lot to do with her deck, much like the last deck, where they're putting dice on their cards to manipulate things. So this is the artifice magic. As a side action, place a B. Place this die on a card you control, and a card with an artifice die on it is considered to be charged. That whole charged effect has a big part of this deck. It's really fun. Pretty happy with it. And then we're going to be playing against the Spawn of Shadowreck, one of my favorite chimeras so far. We're going to be playing against the horror aspect. It's such a blast. Threat of 4, ultimate of 3, 30 hit points. Let's try not to get too wed too often in this, but you know how that's going to go if you've ever watched a playthrough of this one before. All right, let's go ahead and get our dice rolled. I've been interrupted 3 times trying to do this. Here we go. So we got a couple Bs and a gear. We have 4 gear and a basic. That's pretty cool. We have our 5 cards picked out. I'll show those to you as we go. And hopefully we get through this pretty well. I haven't played Issa yet. This is going to be the first time I played her. So we're going to try this out and see how it goes. Alrighty. So for our first action, we're going to play Summon Thunderhulk. Main action, exhaust it, spend a gear and a basic. Place a Thunderhulk conjuration onto the battlefield. I'm not even entirely sure what that is yet, but it sounds pretty good, so I want it out there. Then as a side action, let's see. We will pass. So, in the Red Rains fashion, we'll roll both these dice. They get a shard and a 7. And on their behavior card, for a 7, target opposing player must lower 1 non-basic die in their active pool 1 level and reveal. So we'll lower a gear. They're going to reveal. They get a panic. When this unit comes into play, re-roll 2 basic rage dice. 2 basics. For each basic rolled, the target opposing player must lower a non-basic die in their active pool 1 level. That's 2 more gears toast. Well, that's painful. And retreat. At the end of the round, remove this aspect from play by flipping it face down. Well, I don't know if that's good or bad. Pretty sure it's going to be bad. Has 3 life, but only 1 attack. Alrighty. Let's go ahead. For our side action, we're going to play Supercharge. It's also a ready spell. It's going to cost us 1 gear. Thankfully, we still had 1 left. And then, as a side action later on, we can exhaust it. And if this spell is charged, add 2 to the attack of a target unit for the remainder of the turn. Sounds pretty strong. And then for our main action, we will exhaust the Thunderhulk. We will spend a gear and a basic. And dig through here, and we'll get the Thunderhulk card. He's a big boy. Dormant. This unit cannot attack unless it is charged. Overkill 1. After this unit destroys a unit an opponent controls by attacking, deal 1 damage to that opponent's target Phoenixborn. 3 attack, 3 life, but no recover. So we'll get that out there. That'll be our turn. Back to the old Chimera. We got another shard. That's not good. And a 10. We'll take a look at the 10 real quick. Attach a webbed conjured alteration spell to the opposing player's target leftmost non-webbed unit, and then reveal. So we're going to attach this to our new Thunder Hulk. The spell cannot be attached to a card that already has one on it, and the attached card is considered to be webbed. -1 attack, -1 recover, and discard the spell, reroll 2 basic rage dice as a side action. Well, that doesn't sound like fun. Okay, so we will play as a main action the core supplier. We will spend a gear, so in this case a B, and a basic. When this unit comes into play, place 2 artifice dice from your exhausted pool on a card you control. We're going to put 1 on the supercharge. We're going to put 1 on the Thunder Hulk. He has 2 attack, 2 life, and 1 recover. And then for our side action, we will discard the web spell. Probably very bad. And re-roll 2 basic rage dice. One of those is a shard. And then they will go. You get a basic, finally, and a 5. That is raise 1 basic rage dice, 1 level. Of course it is. And then reveal an attack with a revealed aspect if able. So we will raise that one up. We will reveal. We get a devour, a horror aspect, obviously. Devour. This after this unit destroys a unit an opponent controls by attacking, the target opponent must discard cards off the top of their draw pile equal to the Chimera's current phase. For each card they cannot discard, place 1 wound token on their Phoenixborn. 3 life, 2 blood, and 4 attack. So that's going to attack our leftmost unit, which is going to be our Thunder Hulk. It's going to attack our Thunder Hulk for 4. That'll take him out. Our Thunder Hulk will retaliate for 3. Take that one out. That's going to be 2 damage. We're just going to set them there so they're easy to see. That gets rid of him. This goes away. This gets rid of him. And then, after it destroys a unit, for attacking, that target opponent must discard cards off the top of their deck. It's phase 1. That's 1 card. We lost the core supplier. That's how it goes sometimes. Back to our turn. We are going to play Summon Spark Drone. Main action, exhaust it, play a gear. They play a lot of gears in this deck. Place a Spark Drone Conjuration on your battlefield. If this spell is charged, change 2 dice in your active pool to a side of your choice. That's very nice. And then for our side action, we're actually going to use her side action. Again, using a gear, draw 2 cards and place an artifice die from your exhausted pool onto a card you control. So we'll exhaust her. We'll pay the B instead of the gear. We will draw 2 cards. We get a reconfigure and a barrier. I will show them as we play them. And place an artifice die from your exhausted pool on a card you control. So we're going to put that on the Summon Spark Drone. And that will be our turn. So they're going to roll these. That's a red rain shard. That's bad for us. And a 9, if I can get it out of here. And a 9 in this case is target opposing player must lower 1 non-basic rage dice or basic dice in their active pool 1 level, and then reveal. We don't have anything to lower, so I guess that's good. They will reveal. It's another Devour. That's terrible. Okay. So we're going to play. We're actually going to meditate. We're going to discard a Thunder Suit off top of our deck to turn this one to a B. Then we'll play the Systems Drafter. It'll cost us that B. And when this unit comes into play, remove one exhaustion token from a ready spell you control. So we will remove the Thunder Hulk exhaustion token. That'll be our turn. They're going to roll. They get another shard and another 9. Target opposing unit must lower 1 non-basic dice. Again, we don't have that. And then reveal. Got a lunge. I like the art on that one. It's pretty cool. When this unit comes into play, roll the behavior dice and add 3 to the result. Resolve a side action on the corresponding behavior. So, let's see how bad this is for us. It's a 1. Plus 3 is 4. And there is no side action on the 4. And at the end of the round, remove this aspect by flipping it face down. Okay. So it has 4 life. We will exhaust Supercharge. And it says if this spell is charged, which it is, add 2 to the attack value of a target unit for the remainder of the turn. We'll make it this guy here. So now he has an attack of 4. And then we're going to exhaust him. And we're going to attack the lunge. We'll see if the Chimera blocks. It rolls a 5. It does not block. So it's going to take out the lunge for 2 blood. And it's going to take out our core supplier by retaliating. But at least that big bad thing is gone. It's their turn. They have no aspects down. They're going to attack. It's going to attack for 1 against our Systems Drafter, which is enough to take it out. We'll have it retaliate for 1, which is not enough to take out the panic. And that's where we are with that. Alrighty, then on our turn, we're going to discard a card off top of our deck. Turn this into a B. It's not going to matter because we're going to spend it as a gear. And we're going to get us another Thunder Hulk. Bring that out onto our field. The Devour will go. It's going to attack our leftmost unit. It's going to do the same thing as it did last time. We'll defend. It goes away. This goes away. That's 2 blood. That's going to take us up to 6 damage on the Chimera. And brings us back to our turn. Okay, we're going to meditate again. We're going to discard this barrier card, which I kind of like. To turn this into a gear. This is going to be good enough. Then we're going to exhaust this. Then we're going to place a Spark Drone out, which I haven't even seen yet. Like I said, first play. Unit guard. This unit may guard a unit that is being attacked. 0 attack with 2 life. Well, okay. I mean, I guess it works. Not exactly what I wanted it to do. But I suppose it's better than nothing. Yeah, it's pretty sweet art on that card. Like that a lot. So we'll place that out. And then place a Spark Drone card. If this spell is charged, change 2 dice in your active pool, which we don't have any. So I guess that's that. To the side of your choice. Okay, so they'll go, they'll pass. It'll come back to us. We can't attack, can't do anything. That'll be the end of the round. We will go to the Chimera phase. We'll remove wounds. Nobody does that. We'll remove exhaustion tokens. Ready our Phoenixborn if need to. We'll exhaust dice. We will exhaust dice, and it doesn't say in the book to exhaust dice on your cards like it did in the Ascendancy. So I'm going to I'm not sure which one to listen to. We are going to exhaust these off our card because she's from the Ascendancy set, but I'm not entirely sure how that's supposed to be handled. And then place red rain tokens for the aspects. They'll get one. We'll see if they fire off their ultimate. They do not. Then we'll replenish aspects. Refill status tokens on aspects with status abilities. And resolve end of round effects. Then pass the first player token. So this will flip face down. At the end of the round. And then in prepare phase, we will re-roll our dice. It's a lot of gears, which for this particular Phoenixborn is really nice. That's a whole lot of gears. Only got one basic. Can't beat that. Discard cards. Do we want to discard reconfigure? We're gonna. I don't know if it's a good idea, but we're going to. We're going to draw 5 cards. We get another supercharged. A recharge. Remove 1 exhaustion token and 2 wound tokens from a card you control. That feels pretty strong. Another core supplier. Brilliant display. Resolve the following effect once for each artifice die on cards you control. Deal 1 damage to a target unit and opponent controls. And then Thundersuit for a gear and a basic. When attaching this spell, place an artifice die from your exhausted pool onto the attached unit. Oh man, that really strengthens them up. And it's not an ally, it's just an attached unit. Gotta like that. Okay, then we go back to the player turn. We got to turn that around so they can go first. Alright, first roll of the second round. We'll see if they roll a 12 here. It's usually how it goes for me. Nope, it's a 6, but they do get a shard. And a 6 says, raise 1 basic rage dice 1 level. That's the 3rd shard. And reveal, attack with the revealed aspect. They get a panic. When this unit comes into play, reroll 2 basic rage dice. Oh, that's very nice. I see why you do that now. 2 basics. And for each basic roll, the target opposing player must lower 2. Okay. So we'll get a basic and a basic. Thankfully, we had a ton of gears that time around. I see. That's a pretty dirty trick they got going on there. Alright. Kind of like it. It's kind of slick. For a side action, we'll play that supercharged spell onto our spell board. We will exhaust Summon Thunderhulk. We will spend a gear and a basic and bring out the big boy. They will go. Another shard and a 10. They will attach a webbed. Putting these on the wrong stack. Attach a webbed. Leftmost unit. And reveal. Paranoia. The opposing player cannot use basic dice to pay for costs. Okay. 2 attack, 2 life, and 1 blood. Well, isn't that interesting? Thankfully, I only have 2 of them to begin with. We'll play the core supplier. We'll play a gear. And a gear, because we can't use a basic apparently. And when this unit comes into play, place up to 2 artifice dice from your exhaust pool on a card you control. So we'll put 1 on our Thunderhulk and 1 on our supercharge. And then as a side action, we will discard this spell and re-roll 2 basic rage dice. 1, that gives them a red rains. 2, and then we'll keep 1 of those. So first, they get the 3rd one, which will fire off the ultimate. Remove red ring tokens. Discard all cards on the battlefield that it doesn't own. Destroy the leftmost unit controlled by each of the Chimera's opponents. So our spark drone is toast. Could have just left that thing on there for that. And remove this card and the top card. Attach a web conjure to all units those opponents control. All units. Oh, that's very interesting. And remove the top card from the game. Okay. All right. Well, that was a tad bit painful. Alrighty, then they're going to go after our terrible mistake. We get a 1, another red reins, or red shard roll. And on this card, a 1 is reveal. They will reveal another paranoia. Okay. Back to us. Exhaust supercharge. And add 2 to the attack value of a target for the remainder of the turn. We're going to do the core supplier. We're going to exhaust him. So since he has a -1 and a +2, he's at a 3 attack. And we're going to attack the Panic. The Chimeras are going to roll for defense. Rolls a 5. It's going to retaliate for 1. Panic goes away. We finally do another damage to the Chimera. And then for a side action, we'll fire off her ability. We'll exhaust her. We'll play a gear and draw 2 cards. And we'll place a die on a card we control. We'll put it on his other supercharge. We got another Thunder Suit and another Summon Thunderholt. Very good draws for us. Then they will go. There's another shard, unfortunately, and a 6. And on this card, a 6 is... Target opposing player must place 1 wound token on their Phoenixborn or leftmost unit. We'll go ahead and put 1 on Issa. And then reveal and attack with the revealed aspect. There's a Torment. Gets 2 status tokens. At the start of the Chimera's turn, remove 1 status token from this unit to re-roll a basic rage die. If a basic is rolled, the opposing player must discard 1 card of their choice from their hand or off the top of their deck. You're not a big fan of that. And it comes back to us, and we know they're going to be attacking with the Paranoia. They're going to be attacking the Thunder Hulk. Okay. So how do we want to do this? We're going to hold on to that. For sure. We're going to play our Summon Thunderholt card down into our spell board. And then, as a side action, we will do nothing. They're going to pull the status token. And it says at the start of the Chimera's turn, remove 1 status token from this unit to re-roll a basic rage die. If a basic is rolled, the opposing player must discard 1 card of their choice from their hand or off the top of their draw pile. Okay. Oh, that's very nice. So we are going to take it off the top of our... Yes, off the top of our deck. We got rid of a Spark Drone. Summon. That's unfortunate. It is what it is. Then they're going to exhaust their leftmost unit to attack since they have no face-down aspects. It's going to attack our leftmost unit, which is the Thunder Hulk, for 2 damage. We're going to exhaust it to retaliate. It's 3 minus 1 for 2. It only has 2 life. It takes out the Paranoia. Puts on 1 blood over there on the Chimera. And we're that much closer to making it through all this. So we got to take out that paranoia over there, I think. It's going to attack our Thunder Hulk next. So we will do this. We're going to play this recharge. We're going to spend a B and discard a card. So we'll discard Thundersuit and spend a B. And remove 1 exhaustion token and 2 wound tokens from a charged card you control. So we'll take 2 wounds, an exhaustion token off that Thunder Hulk. And then for a side action, we will do nothing. And they will go. They're going to use their status token, reroll a basic rage die. It's another basic. And we'll discard 1 off the top of our deck. It's a barrier. Then they're going to attack with the paranoia. We're going to do the same thing and defend. It will get 2 wounds again. It goes away. That's 1 blood. And all we have left is this torment. Alright. Okay. But now the paranoias are gone and we can use basic dice again. So we're going to exhaust summon Thunder Hulk. Hopefully there's another one in the deck here. We're going to spend a B and a basic to bring it out. And then as a side action, we're going to do nothing. And they're going to go. This one's going to attack the rightmost unit, which is going to be our Thunder Hulk. We'll defend. It will do 2 damage to us. The Thunder Hulk will take out the Torment. Well, I like how this deck's working out. It's 1 more blood, taking up to 10 damage. A little slow and methodical, but as long as you get there, right? And then it will come back to us. Hopefully I've played everything right. If not, I'm sure you guys will let me know down in the comments. I wouldn't have it any other way. So then we're going to exhaust our Summon Spark Drone. We're going to spend our B to do it. Bring that card out with the pretty art. That'll end the round. I can't really do anything else. We're going to go to the recovery stage. Thunder Hulk doesn't recover. Thunder Hulk doesn't recover. Core Supplier would recover, except he's got the web status on him, so he doesn't. We will remove the exhaustion tokens. Ready up our Phoenixborn. Had we decided to block, we may exhaust a die. We will. We'll place Red Rain tokens, replenish aspects. Okay. Resolve end around effects. We will now, we have to exhaust all these by the Ascendancy rules. Now we will re-roll them. So 3 basic, 2 gears. We need more gears for this deck. There's 3 more gears and a B. So that'll work. We can discard cards. I think I'm going to keep these. We'll draw up. We got a systems drafter. Another barrier. And a brilliant display. Got one of these in my hand already, so that's nice. And we'll go to player turn. So that brings us to us. We got a lot of damage sitting on our board here. It's not pretty, but it is what it is. But if I attack straight away right now, it's 8 damage. Not really worth doing. It's very interesting. Gotta figure out how to get some stuff charged up now. And I could have changed dice the last time, but it is what it is. Matter of fact, we'll lead off with this. We're going to exhaust. Place a spark drone conjuration on your battlefield. Slide those down. Down. If this spell is charged, it is not. Okay. But at least we got it out there, I guess. And then for a side action, do we do hers? Nope. I gotta spend a gear for that. Try not to cheat, Mike. Alright. Their turn. There's a basic and an 8. And their 8 says target opposing player must lower 2 non-basic dice in their 1 level. So that stings. There goes 2 of our gears. And then reveal. It's a panic. When these use come to play, reroll 2 basic rage dice. They're both basic. And we got to lower 2 more. That's our last 2 gears. There we go. We're out of gears already. And then at the end of the round, it'll go away. We've seen that painting before. I was not looking forward to that. We're going to play as our main action Thundersuit before we're out of dice to do so. We're going to spend the B and the basic. And we're going to attach this to a spark drone. So now the spark drone has 2 attack and 4 life. And then for a side action, we will do nothing. And they're going to roll to get another shard into 3. Attack if able, if not reveal. They are able. The panic will attack our rightmost unit. We'll put 1 damage on our spark drone, which does not take it out. Which brings us back to our turn. Well, that's a very interesting turn of events. So we are going to discard the barrier, I think, to get us a B. Then we're going to attack with this spark drone. We'll see if the Chimera blocks. They do not. We're going to take out the panic. That's 1 blood. And they will go. We get a basic and a 4. I don't like it when it locks in there like that. Happens, I suppose. And a 4 on their behavior. Target opposing player must place 1 wound token on their Phoenixborn, which we'll take. And reveal and attack with the revealed aspect. So this will flip over, and they get a lunge. When this unit comes into play, roll the behavior die and add 3 to the result. That's not the behavior die. That's a 3, so a 6. And resolve the side action of that one. Targeted player must place 1 wound token on their Phoenixborn and leftmost unit. We will take another damage. And at the end of the round, it will run away. And then it has to attack. It's going to attack our leftmost unit, which is going to be our Thunder Hulk. Ooh. We'll have it retaliate. It'll put 2 damage on the lunge. I think it's got a lot of hit points. Yep, we'll do it. We'll retaliate. It takes out our Hulk. Web goes away. And I keep discarding cards in the wrong pile. Yeah, they move things around from the last game, so bad habits. Apologies. Well, we got that all squared away. Okay, back to our turn. So that thing, we will exhaust her, spend the B, draw 2 cards, 1 and 2, spark drone and a supercharge, and then place an artifice die onto a card you control. We will put it on the Thunder Hulk. And then for our main action, we'll put down a Summon Spark Drone spell into our spell board. They will go. That's basic. And an 8. Target opposing player must lower 2 non-basic dice in their active pool 1 level. Can't do that. And then we will reveal another paranoia. We can no longer use basic dice. And that's all we have. So that thing's got to go. So we will discard a card off top of our deck. We will get ourselves a B. We will do it again. We will get another B. And then for our main action, we will summon a Thunder Hulk. We cannot. Really? So for main action, we're just going to exhaust this Thunder Hulk. We're going to attack the Paranoia. It doesn't block. They take each other out. Paranoia goes away. It's 1 blood. And they will go. They get a 3. Attack if able, if not reveal. They can attack and a basic. Oh, they can attack, so they will reveal. A lunge. When this unit comes into play, roll the behavior die. It's an 11. That gives them a red rain token. So now they got 2 lunges out there, and we got to figure out how to take them out. And he's going to attack him next. Okay. So, with that being the case, for our side action, we will place that onto a card we control, which we will do. We'll put it on the supercharged spell. Then for our main action, we're going to play this for a basic, because the Paranoia is gone. Resolve the following effects once for each artifice die on cards you control. That stings. So that is not exactly what I had planned. So for our main action instead, we will spend that and that basic to summon a Thunder Hulk. Alright, Thunder Hulk comes out on the field. You can definitely tell I've played the first time. So the lunge is going to attack our leftmost unit, which is going to be the core supplier. It's definitely going to take him out. We'll have him retaliate. He will do 1 damage to the lunge because of the webbed, reducing his attack. And now the rest of the round is ours. We're going to exhaust this one. And if the spell is charged, which it is, add 2 to the attack value of a target unit for the remainder of the turn. We'll juice up this spark drone here. We will exhaust it. And we're going to attack this lunge. No defense. We got lucky. 2 blood. Goes directly onto the Chimera. It goes away. We only got 1 left. And then they will pass. Comes back to us for a side action. We're going to ditch this supercharged spell out of her hand. We're going to turn that to a B. And then we'll actually toss another card for another die. We'll exhaust the Thunderhawk. Spend these two. Bring a Thunderhawk out. We'll go side action. We'll charge up that Thunderhawk. Main action. We'll have it attack here for 3. They'll roll for defense. Still no defense. It's exhausted, so it doesn't retaliate. That's 2 blood on it. So we finally got it over half dead. This is not going in how I planned. They'll pass, comes back to us. We're out of dice. We're going to call that a round. We'll go to recover. Our Spark Drone does not recover. We will remove exhaustion tokens. We will exhaust dice. Place 1 red rain token for each aspect. They're gone. Add face down aspect cards. Both our deck and their deck's getting a little thin. Been playing that long. Replenish status effects. We don't have any of those. Result end of round effects. They get the turn first. We'll re-roll our dice. All right. A bunch of gears and a B. Only 2 basic that time. So we got 3 total. And 4 Bs, so that's not a bad way to go. Especially if they keep making us tick stuff down. We can discard cards we can afford to. We'll draw 3. We only got 1 left over there. Summon Thunderhawk. Or charge. It's a good card, like it. Systems Drafter. Alright. They will go first. I'm not sure we're going to win this. I mean, we have a ton of hit points left, but I am not playing this deck very well at all. They get a red rain token. And a 3. I guess it's not terrible for a first play, but nonetheless, I'm not feeling very confident. Attack available, if not reveal. And a Radek Strike. When the student is declared as an attacker, roll the behavior die. If the result is odd, destroy the opposing player's leftmost wounded unit. Okay. And if the result is even, destroy the opposing player's target leftmost exhausted unit. Very interesting. Okay. So, yes, we need this to be able to attack for just a little bit more. Yeah, I don't want to draw 2 cards. That's bad. So, side action. We're going to put a B on Supercharge. Main action. We are going to play the Systems Drafter. Maybe we don't play that one just yet. Maybe instead we just put Summon Thunderhawk down on our board like so. And then they will roll and go. They get a 1. And a basic. And I don't like it when it gets jammed in there. Reveal. We got a Devour. After this unit destroys any unit opponent controls by attacking, we must discard the top cards off the top of our deck. Yeah, we don't need that to happen right now. So side action, we're going to exhaust Supercharge and dispel its charge. Add 2 to the attack value of a target unit for the remainder of the turn, which will be this one. We're going to activate it. We're going to have it attack this Devour. And they blocked. So they soak up 4 damage instead. Takes them up to 20. That's very bad for us. That's how it goes. And they will go. They get a shard and a 5. I have a feeling this is all going to come unraveling. Target opposing player must place 1 wound token on the Phoenixborn. Yeah, we'll do that. She's got so many hit points. And then reveal and attack with a revealed aspect. Torment. 2 status tokens, and it's going to attack for 2. So we'll exhaust it. We will give it its 2 status tokens. It's going to attack this unit. We'll have this one retaliate. And I'll take that unit out and give it 1 blood. So that worked out, I guess. And I put the lunge on the thing again. You can definitely tell I've been playing Ascendancy. Alright. Our turn. This is a very interesting turn of events. They're going to attack left and center. So we'll play this one. And for a gear. And when it comes into play, remove his exhaustion token from a ready spell we control. So we'll get rid of that exhaustion token. And then for a side action, we'll actually charge up his other supercharge. They will go. I get a shard and a 9. Target opposing player must lower 2 non-basic dice. There goes 2 more gears for us. And then reveal. The last one they're revealing. Torment. Oh, it's status token boy again. Okay. But it doesn't attack this time. Alright. We will... Yeah, all this is bad for us. So as a side action, we're going to exhaust one of these supercharges. We are going to make the systems drafter attack of 3 for now. We're going to exhaust the systems drafter. We're going to attack the Devour. That's an 8, so it doesn't defend, but they take each other out. That's 1 or 2 blood for the Devour. System drafter goes away. Now they will go. They will use their status token. And I have to reroll rage dice. Oh, they're both shards. That was painful. And then they're going to attack with their leftmost unit, which will attack Issa for 3. Instead, we're going to defend with the Thunder Hulk. When it has an attack of 3, it'll take them both. They take each other out. That's 2 more blood. Take it up to 25 damage. And we're down a Thunder Hulk. Brings us to our turn. Okay, so we're going to use Recharge, I think, for a B. And we have to discard a card. We're going to discard Brilliant, or the Systems Drafter. Remove an Exhaustion token and 2 Wound tokens from a card you control. That'll be our turn. They're going to attack with the Torment rightmost unit. We're going to defend. First, they're going to do the Torment thing. I'm going to roll this twice. There's once. Twice. Whoo, we got away with that. Oh, we got to discard cards. So there's 1. We can't do another one. So that's a damage. Now it'll attack our rightmost unit. 4-2. They'll defend. We'll take it out. That's 1 blood. My turn. They're done for the round. And I need to come up with something good here. Actually, let's roll that back. They won't defend this. We'll just soak the damage. And there's a reason for that. We're going to play this card for 1 basic. And resolve the following effect. Deal 1 damage to target unit opponent controls for each Artifice die on our cards. We have 2 of them. That's 2 damage. We'll take it out that way instead. Now, it would go to them. They would pass. It would come back to us. We're going to attack. We got to charge them up first. Then we can attack. That's 3 damage. They got 1 hit point keeping them alive. And we have no way to currently do anything else. So we will go to recover. 0, 0. We will exhaust. Exhaust all of those. Place red ring tokens. Don't need to. We will refill. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they can't. The fatigue card says the commander cannot draw cards. Its draw pile is considered to be empty. After 1 or more cards are discarded off the top of his draw pile, place a wound on him. So he would go like this. Then when he went to draw, it would be the last damage, which gives us 30 damage on the Chimera, and we win. Well, that was a very, very long game. Holy cow. Yeah, I don't normally have them take me that long. I've just never played this deck before, as you can tell. I'm sure I made some key strategic mistakes along the way. I ain't gonna lie though, it was still a ton of fun. Hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave the comments down in the section about what you think about this particular Phoenixborn. It was very interesting mixing these, and I'm going to have more thoughts on this. I'm going to make a video about it, I think, on the differences between the new system and the old system, the 2 new Phoenixborn, the 2 new magic types, that kind of stuff. And how I feel about the way they integrate. Yeah, so I want to always thank you guys for being here. It's a ton of fun for me. I love it when you guys comment. We get to interact, talk about the games we enjoy. Very much appreciate it. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop those comments in the section for us. Tell me what you think about the newest Phoenixborn, how badly I played her, what you would have done differently, those kinds of things. Thank you everyone for being here. You have a great day.